What up, my dudes? So I'm going to be talking about my predictions for the big dogs in 2018 Supercross 450 class. This mud is slicker than my snot bubble, bro. Whoa, this is actually my first time ever riding on this track as well. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, this is really muddy. I don't know if I've ever rode on a track this muddy in Reflex. This is kind of cool right here. So, okay, 450 class 2018, you got obviously Tomax up in there, you've got Muscan in there, you've got Webb in there, you got Reed coming back possibly on a Husky, you've got definitely not James Stewart coming back, you've got obviously Bogle, you've got Weston Pike, which is still on JGR. You've got Barcia, which is now back going to be on the Yamaha for 6 rounds. I'm guessing the exact same Yamaha that Webb is on. Let's see, who else? I'm figuring Josh Grant will come back on the Kawasaki with Tomac. And then, I don't know about Roxon. I don't really know exactly where Roxon is. I know he's been doing a little bit of practicing with Cianciarulo. God, can anybody say his name properly? I can't even say it properly. Cianciarulo. That's kind of the way I think you should say his name. I don't know if it, you got Ralph Shaheen over there saying Cianciarulo. I was like extreme shit. Like, so like then it confuses you and you don't know what's right. Whatever. But anyways, so I'm thinking, you know, Webb had a couple of those little flashes of, like, brilliance last year. I know he kind of went through some weird things where it kind of took him out of really being able to run up front. But there was a couple times I thought, dude, Webb could win the main event here a couple times. So I'm just thinking, like, for Webb, it's one of those things he's just trying to learn the 450. If he can get his same sort of, like, just focus and maneuverability and intensity that he had on that 250 on the 450, then I think Webb's got it going on. You know, that's one of the hardest things for a lot of these riders is trying to get the same sort of intensity and bike movement that they had in the 250 class on the 450. I think that's something that Villopoto just did perfectly. You see a lot of people struggle with that, like Barcia struggles with it. I mean, he was okay there at the very beginning, but it just seems like the 450 is just not flowing like the 250 did for Barcia. And you could kind of see that in Webb as well last year. I know it was his first year in the 450 class, but you could kind of see that, you know, like it was almost like like the 450 wasn't moving like he wanted it to be moving, kind of sort of. So we'll have to wait and see how much, you know, Webb's really been getting it on the 450. I know he had a little wrist problem, and then he's, like, just now back to practicing, so I don't really know what's going to happen with that. That's kind of up in the air. Same with Roxon. It's just kind of hard to tell where they are. And then you've got, obviously, Muscan, which came out shooting in the actual Monster Energy Cup and won the million and everything, and Tomac had his little slide-out incident. I think Tomac's going to be ready. I think it's all, you're really going to see a different, that was just kind of a, I don't know, you know, those races are a lot different, the Monster Energy Cup. I mean, you can go out and smoke them in the Monster Energy Cup and then come out and suck in the actual AMA full-blown series kind of thing, so that it's going to be a long lot of races, different races with the Triple Crown races, and all that crap's going to be a lot different. So, I mean, yes, I do think Muscan definitely has a chance for sure to winning the championship. I think Tomac's just going to start coming back around. If he can find the groove that he got in last year again this year, woo! You're going to need, like, somebody that's on either a Dungey level or a Villopoto level to beat him at that point. You know what I mean? I mean, he's just damn near, he just was damn near on a Villopoto level last year. You know, winning all those races in a row, that really reminded me of how Villopoto did. Then he's kind of just been in a weird state ever since then. I mean, he did win the outdoors and everything, but he's just, I don't know. That's something that's hard to explain to somebody, but You've obviously got Bogle. Oh, and then Baggett. I'm forgetting a couple bigger names, motocross names here. Baggett's going to be in there. You've got, let's see. What's some more of the... Seeley's going to be there. You know, Seeley and, like... And Baggett and Bogle, I don't know. I mean, you've been seeing a lot more of those dudes finishing closer up to the front in some of the outdoors. I'm pretty sure Bogle won a 450 outdoors, and Baggett was like leading the points for a little while as well and won a couple or something like that. And so, I mean, but Baggett is really known for outdoors. And what a lot of people seem to forget is like, listen, dude, Dungey was gone after Supercross, okay? Where is Stewart at? He's nowhere. Where was Reed at in outdoors? I didn't see him anywhere. He might have been racing. I don't know where he was. He wasn't anywhere near the front. So that right there, and Villopoto's gone. So it seems as if, like, a lot of people are like, oh, wow, you know, Baggett's out in front or something. Or they're like, whoa, Bogle's out in front. Well, yeah. They're going to be out in front because you took out all the super big hitters that were there for the past however many years, decades for that matter. You know, you take out both the Ryans and Stewart's MIA, and then Reed's like, I don't know what the hell Reed's doing. You take all those dudes are top dudes, you know. So you take all them out, and yes, you are going to just randomly have these people that never finish up front like that start finishing up front. That's just the nature of competition. And you also have Tickle in there, which is on Dungey's old spot. So we'll see how he does on that. I like a lot of those guys. Don't take it the wrong way. I mean, I like Bogle. I like Tickle. I like Baggett. I like all of those dudes. But it's just, you know, a lot of people get it like, whoa, they're just amazing all of a sudden. And they, whatever. It's like, no, the competition is completely changing. The shift of the competition is changing, you know. And not to mention Roxon was nowhere in outdoors this year, so that opens up an even another spot right there. So those dudes that usually would be getting like 5th, 6th, 7th are now getting like 2nds and 3rds and shit like that just simply because of the lack of competition in outdoors. I mean, you know, motocross goes through those stages, and I think a lot of people don't really understand how it legitimately does do that. Like, you know, if you're racing in Villopoto's big-time era where you had Villopoto, you had Stewart, you had Reed, you had Dungey, you had Barsha that was quick at that point in time. You know, you had all of those dudes that were just absolutely wicked. I'm also forgetting Anderson here. He's top-notch as well. But, like, the competition is just different at certain points. It's all in who you're racing with, you know? If everyone's sidelined, you're going to look like a complete badass. But if everyone's there, then that's when the real shit goes down. And I know I'm not trying to take anything away from people that win when there was a lack of competition, because I mean they're not there, so you deserve that win, whether or not they were hurt or whatever. It doesn't matter. I still believe you deserve that. But I'm just saying, like, the true being able to tell what people's speed is and things like that is when all the competition is there. That's why I value Villopoto's winning those 4 championships in a row like he did at the particular time that he did. I value that so much because, I mean, Stewart was just wicked, hitting quad 5 jumps. You had Dungey out there being super consistent. You had Reed out there right in the mix of it. It was just like a true battle every single night, you know, between like 3 or 4 dudes for 4 years straight. And Villopoto came out on top every single year. That's what's so, like, that's why I look at Villopoto as the greatest of all time. Not only just that, but the way he rode the bike. A lot of people, they look at stats when they try to look at, like, the greatest of all time. I've never really done that. Whenever I think about who's the greatest of all time and whatever, you know, Muhammad Ali in boxing and da-da-da-da-da, I don't think about Floyd Mayweather. I think about Muhammad Ali because it's about the essence of the person and, like, what they did, when they did it, and who they did it against. A lot of that stuff plays into who becomes the greatest of all time. It's not just about stats, people. You know, it's about how they did it, when they did it, like Michael Jordan, when everyone was badass in the NBA, you know, and winning like 3 in a row and coming back and winning 3 in a row again. It's just the heart of the person, you know, the will to win, the championship essence of that person is kind of like, I don't even know how to explain it, but, you know, it's like Michael Jordan, Muhammad Ali, Villopoto. Those dudes are the ones that I look at as, like, greatest of all times in some of this stuff. But, yeah, I'm getting way off topic here. So, whoever's going to win the 450, I mean, I don't know. Anderson's got his chance. You know, you could have some of those dudes like that break out this year, really break out. I mean, I'm talking like Anderson could lead the points for a certain amount of time, or, you know, any of those dudes. I mean, Bogle, you know, he could get up there and lead the points. Baggett, he could finally break out of his little Supercross holdback kind of thing he's had going on. So you've got the doors swung wide-ass open for these dudes now. I mean, this is their chance, competition-wise, to really get up there and become the next guy. So it'll be fun to see it. But, yeah, man, that's kind of my opinion on it. So either way, I appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Later, dudes.